An elegy upon that honourable and renowned knight Sir Philip Sidney, who was untimely slain at the siege of Zutphen anno 1586 and Bradstreet. When England did enjoy her halcyon days, her noble Sidney wore the crown of bays. As well an honour to our British land, as she that swayed the sceptre with her hand. Mars and Minerva did in one agree, of arms and arts he should a pattern be. Calliope with Terpsichore did sing, of poesy, and of music, he was king. His rhetoric struck Polymena dead, his eloquence made Mercury wax red. His logic from Euterpe won the crown, more worth was his than Clio could set down. Thalia and Melpomene say truth, witness Arcadia penned in his youth. Are not his tragic comedies so acted, as if your ninfold wit had been compacted to shew the world, they never saw before that this one volume should exhaust your store. His wiser days condemned his witty works. Who knows the spools that in his rhetoric lurks? But some infatuate fools soon caught therein. Fond Cupid's dame had never such a gin, which makes severer eyes but slight that story, and men of morose minds envy his glory. But he's a beetle head that can't descry a world of wealth within that rubbish lie, and doth his name, his work, his honour wrong, the brave refiner of our British tongue, that sees not learning, valour and morality, justice, friendship, and kind hospitality, yea and divinity within his book, such were prejudicate, and did not look. In all records his name I ever see put with an epithet of dignity, which shews his worth was great, his honour such, the love his country ought him, was as much. Then let none dissallow of these my strains whilst English blood yet runs within my veins. O brave Achilles, I wish some Homer would engrave in marble, with characters of gold the valiant feats thou didst on Flanders coast, which at this day fair Belgium may boast. The more I say, the more thy worth I stain, thy fame and praise is far beyond my strain. O Zutphen, Zutphen, that most fatal city mad famous by thy death, much more the pity. Ah! In his blooming prime death plucked this rose ere he was ripe, his thread cut at Drapo. Thus man is born to die, and dead is he, brave Hector, by the walls of Troy we see. O who was near thee but did sore repine, he rescued not with life that life of thine. But yet impartial fates this boon did give, though Sidney died his valiant name should live, and live it doth in spite of death through fame. Thus being overcome, he overcame. Where is that envious tongue, but can afford of this our noble Scipius some good word? Great Bardus, this unto thy praise adds more, in sad sweet verse, thou didst his death deplore. And Nick Spencer doth unto his life, his death present in sable to his wife. Stella the fair, whose streams from conduits fell for the sad loss of her dear Astrophel. Fain would I shew how we fame's paths did tread, but now into such labyrinths I am led, with endless turns, the way I find not out, how to persist my muse is more in doubt. Which makes me now with Sylvester confess, but Sidney's muse can sing his worthiness. The muse's aid I craved, they had no will to give to their detractor any quill, with high disdain, they said they gave no more, since Sidney had exhausted all their store. They took from me the scribbling pen I had, I to be eased of such a task was glad. Then to revenge this wrong, themselves engage, and drove me from Parnassus in a rage. Then wonder not if I no better sped, since I the muses thus have injured. I pensive for my fault sate down, and then errata through their leave, threw me my pen, my poem to conclude, 2 lines they deem which writ, she bade return single quote to them again. So Sidney's fame I'll leave to England's rolls, his bones do lie interred in stately palls. Less than I greater than his epitaph. Less than / greater than e'er lies in fame under this stone, Philip and Alexander both in one. Heir to the muses, the son of Mars and truth, learning, valour, wisdom, all in virtuous youth, his praise is much. This shall suffice my pen, that Sidney did 'mong most renowned of men.